So I tell y'all that it's not going to be that many minutes, just probably a little over an hour before I have to head out and go to work. But I've just got a little work to do right now just to show you all some things a little further about these little Santa gnomes. I think it comes to the point where we can finally start to carve the head or the hat out to make these little. What we need here is just something to put a little effort in what we are doing to make it so we're going to see the way how this will come out when we get a little more done with the work, and then kind of take it where it's going to go next as far as just how the little objects are going to take themselves around, and we see that this is just where the work shall come in and finally come down to where for the hat we're going to have a good point on it, and this is where we come along to start, is at the front, and take it where it's going to lead when we come down to the last little bit of the work, I say, and then try to put some time and effort in what we do and make it so it's just kind of like a little ways we say. It's just how this is coming about that matters the most. We're going to try to come down to making the little point on the hat, see what it's going to do for us when we all get it done, and kind of make it so we're going to have the work come out in a good way. And so that's how we're going to bring this out to be, is just with a little effort and time, make the little Santa so it's going to be a little gnome-like, and have the hat come a little good ways, I say. And I tell you, all I got on this morning to do it, because this afternoon I'm taking a test drive with some directions I've printed out on the computer to a place where I'll be needing to go like next weekend, or this weekend rather, and that's going to be the place where we're taking this along. And so I say, as for where we're going to go, we don't know where it's going to be, but it could be just anywhere. So actually I know the destination, I just don't know what the place looks like. So that's what I'm going to find out for myself once I travel down that road and reach that place. So it's just a little test drive out to a place that we don't know just yet, aren't familiar with just yet, but it'll surely be a nice venue when we get out there. You see, I've come along to the sides of the hat now to make the point a little better, and come on where it just shall chime its way up to us, make it so a little good little hat shall work a long way, and we see how this is just going to come to be when we all get done, when we all do things that we don't see in our lives as far as what we make and how we make it. I say this thumb guard is coming loose, but we can catch it again. I say that this is how we're coming out with the little pointed hat. Thinking it may not be as necessary to do it as much in the back, since nothing else is really done in the back here. So that's how we work with this, make it so it's kind of our little way we do the things we have to do to make a good Saint Nick the way it's supposed to really come out in ways, and see how glorious a work this is going to be to get all done, and see how he's going to make his way about us, chip along with the knife, shave along little corners where we come down to this very work, and see how he's coming out, probably about like a bullet. So much we gotta see and say, and this is just where we're coming in, making this little figure like that. I think we're going to try to go along this other one as well. Don't know how this is going to be. Don't know for sure yet that this will be the finale of the series, but it's something we're going to have to see about, see how it goes, see what it does, see where it takes us. We don't know yet what that's going to be like, so there's probably going to be certain other steps to take, but when it comes down to the finale, there's certain things we probably won't have on video because there won't be any need. It's probably just some of the same stuff you've seen me do with so many of my other projects I've done, and how we go about them, and all the same little finishing steps you've seen me do with so many other things I've made, so many other places I've taken my work, and just to come down to it, I'd say we kind of got a little red bullet of a Santa coming down our way, and then just to show a little faith and action in what we do, it makes me think of a certain other Santa with a pointed hat like I used to make, and how when I took it to a show they put the name Red Bullet on it. That was such a neat little name for a Santa that was pointed at the top and tall and slender, and just such a good name for it, I thought, for it given its good little shape it had, that had a lot of meaning to it. And I say we're working along, making it so we're shaving this out, see how this good little Santa boy is turning himself out for the good and the better. And I say, oh, the good little times we have in showing the arts and crafts and the way we do what we do. it can be real meaningful to people and us and you, and oh, things I say, work comes this way. I'd say there's a little noise in the background you can probably ignore, but I'd say as for the phone sound, thankfully it's probably not loud enough you can hear it, but there's no need for me to explain that. That's just kind of some personal family business. Nothing for you to worry about. And so, just I say, let it go. We're not going to see it. We're not going to hear it. Hopefully you're not paying attention to it. And it's kind of something that we can kind of let go. So, no need to talk much about that because we're getting a little further along on the project. And I say that there's some things in life which can't be loud enough to disturb you. But I tell you one thing for sure, you know, things are always going on these days, and a lot is going on right now, so we don't know what we're going to have to do and what we're going to have to listen to or hear or say or do. But I appreciate the fact that you all come on to watch these videos. Lately I feel like I've been making some new friends on the internet, but it's kind of a busy time to try to chat with new people, so like I said, I'm keeping everything closed down with Facebook and Instagram right now, trying to keep myself safe from trouble and harm so it doesn't get in my way or cause any suspicion or pain and frustration and stuff. So good way to just kind of avoid the problems, get away from it all. And as for now, I say we've gotten a little more carved out, and finally this is what this one has come down to. So it's all just a little ways that we see what we make. And I'll say that there's a lot of chips here we have to kind of get rid of the best we can. Try to get as much of it into the pan as we can, and maybe even brush them off the couch, brush them off our clothes, do what we can. I do want to say to those of you, if it so interests you to subscribe to this channel, I appreciate it if you would. I would like it if you would share these videos, help me get many more subscribers, advertise this page, and tell others about this business. And I hope in the future that you'll come on to see how I make many more things. It's probably time for me to cut this video a little short so I can kind of get some other things ready, but take care for the future. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.